The Nintendo Switch 2 has officially hit the market, and the hype is absolutely justified. We're now just a couple of months into its global rollout, and already, the Nintendo Switch 2 is shattering sales records, dominating headlines, and rapidly becoming the most talked about console in recent memory. From explosive sales figures in Japan to major third-party developer support, and bundles that target mainstream and hardcore gamers alike, this is shaping up to be Nintendo's most ambitious and potentially most successful gaming system yet. The Nintendo Switch 2 has launched with a bang, especially in Japan, according to data from Famitsu. The console has sold over 1.538 million units in its first month alone, more than triple what the original Switch sold during the same time frame. This number doesn't even include units sold directly through the My Nintendo store, which suggests that actual sales could be significantly higher. To put this in perspective, the Nintendo Switch 2 just outperformed the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS in first-month sales, making it the fastest-selling Nintendo console in Japan since 1996. Globally, Nintendo confirmed 3.5 million units sold in the first 4 days, which puts it on track to surpass the original Switch's 15 million units in its opening year. What's even more remarkable, the Switch 2 did all this at a higher price point, at $450 USD for the base console, and over $500 with game bundles. It's a more expensive device than the original Switch, which launched at $300. Yet consumers are buying it faster than ever. This indicates that the demand is not just from hardcore Nintendo fans but also from new gamers and mainstream buyers, who are excited by the value and performance the console offers. Assassin's Creed, Borderlands, and Pokémon, the Switch 2's blockbuster linupone of the main criticisms of Nintendo platforms in the past has been limited third-party support. That's changing in a big way with the Switch 2. Ubisoft has confirmed that Assassin's Creed Shadows will launch on other machines, with Nintendo Switch 2 being an obvious target despite not being officially named yet. Ubisoft CEO has hinted at more Switch 2 news soon, and leaks from European ratings boards all but confirm its rival on Nintendo's latest console. Another big hitter? Borderlands 4 will launch on the Nintendo Switch 2 just 3 weeks after other major platforms, like PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. That kind of parity in release dates was unheard of in previous Nintendo console generations. Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford recently confirmed that the Switch 2 version drops on October 3rd, making it one of the earliest third-party heavyweights to land on the console. Pokémon Legends offers real-time movement during battles, a big leap forward for the franchise. Combined with the Switch 2's power and enhanced visuals, this game could redefine what Pokémon can be on a console. If you're a longtime fan of Pokémon Legends Arceus, this next installment is made for you. Star Wars Outlaws and the fight for redemption on Switch 2. Star Wars Outlaws is a game that struggled during its initial launch due to technical issues and a lukewarm reception, but Ubisoft still has high hopes for its revival on the Nintendo Switch 2. The game's massive world and immersive narrative could benefit greatly from the Switch 2's portable performance and wider install base. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot has pointed to the Switch 2 version as a potential turning point for the title. Given the rocky start and Star Wars' complicated place in modern pop culture, the company believes that a strong showing on Nintendo's new platform could breathe new life into Outlaws. It's not just about graphics. The Switch 2's success shows that developers are willing to take more risks and invest in ports that once seemed unfeasible. On Nintendo hardware, Moon Studios ditches Xbox for Switch 2 and PS5. What that means for the industry: Moon Studios, best known for Ori and the Blind Forest, is reportedly prioritizing PlayStation 5 and Switch 2 as target platforms for its upcoming ARPG No Rest for the Wicked, citing current market conditions. The studio has not ruled out Xbox entirely, but it's clear that Nintendo's growing dominance is reshaping development priorities across the industry. This shift shows that game studios are starting to view the Switch 2 as not just a secondary platform, but a main one. As more developers follow Moon Studios' lead, we can expect higher quality ports and more cross-platform releases that don't leave Nintendo gamers waiting months or years for their favorite titles. WWE 2K5 shows what the Switch 2 can really do. One of the most eye-opening comparisons comes from WWE 2K5, which was shown running side by side on the Nintendo Switch 2 and the PlayStation 5 Pro. Visually, there is shockingly little difference. While the PS5 Pro has the edge in raw power, the Switch 2's version of the game looks incredibly close in fidelity, frame rate, and performance. This is a massive leap from the disastrous WWE 2K18 port on the original Switch, which suffered from lag, texture issues, and gameplay stuttering. Clearly, Developers are not only willing but able to optimize their games for the Switch 2's enhanced specs. This kind of graphical parity proves that the console is no longer limited to scaled-down, watered-down ports. It can now compete with modern hardware on near equal footing. Nintendo's expanding universe, theme parks, movies, and more bay in the hardware and game news. Nintendo as a brand is thriving. The success of the Switch platform has given Nintendo the confidence and capital to branch into massive new ventures, theme parks in Japan and the U.S., animated movies like the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and rumors of upcoming Zelda and Donkey Kong films. All of this stems from the runaway success of the original Switch, and now, the Switch 2 is poised to take things even further. With stronger sales, broader third-party support, and brand recognition that spans generations, Nintendo is creating an ecosystem that goes far beyond gaming. And the Switch 2 is at the very center of it. So whether you're a longtime Nintendo supporter or a newcomer looking to dive into gaming for the first time, there's never been a better time to pick up a Switch 2. Let us know in the comments. What game are you most excited for on the Switch 2? Are you planning to buy the new Pokémon bundle? And do you think Nintendo will dominate this generation again? Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more in-depth breakdowns and updates.